What's up, guys? It's your girl Amber Light, and I'm back with the takeoff. This time I got Retro is Awesome with me. So what's up?
Gang, Retro is awesome in the building. Amber was good.
What's good with you?
Chilling.
Just got work.
Yeah.
How's that?
I'm well right now. I'm saying I'm hyped. Swishtape at the job. You feel me?
Yeah. You were born and raised in Plainfield, New Jersey, right?
Yeah. Plainfield, New Jersey.
What was your upbringing like?
Me, I'm from the East End. You know what I'm saying? East End of Plainfield. For those who's from there, they know. You know what I'm saying? Johnson Avenue. It's kind of like a rough little area. You know, like everybody grew up playing ball, rapping, hustling, whatever. You know, just regular shit, regular like any other hood. You know what I'm saying?
You fell in love with music over basketball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like both. You know what I mean? And I kind of been mixing the two, hence the Swishtape. You feel me? But yeah.
Traditional line, right?
Yeah. Taking over.
How did you get into music?
I got into music really because my pops was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And what he would do is when me and my younger sister was real small, like he used to write songs for us. You know what I'm saying? We recorded in the studio probably. You know what I'm saying? Like just little shit. He was trying to make stars. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my parents split probably when I was like 5, something like that. And then I just took it upon myself. You feel me? Like I was playing around with it, like you know, like yo, I could rap, but I don't know, like around like I said like 2013, when I probably started doing shows and stuff like that.
How old were you
at the time? I was probably like 18, something like that.
Okay, so you started young.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, started doing shows, putting shit on iTunes, getting an ill response. So I was like, I'm gonna take this shit serious.
You were featured on Snoop's Unsigned Hype, right?
Yeah.
How was that like?
That was crazy because Snoop is a legend. Like, Snoop is a legend, so any type of recognition on that type of level is always like, it's fire, and it kind of keeps me going. Like, it lets me know like what I'm doing is making a wave. You know what I mean? So it's just my job to keep providing that wave. Straight like that.
So you just said that you're dropping a new tape, right? You call it Swishtape.
Swishtape,
right?
December 14th.
December 14th, that's next week.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
And it's hosted by DJ Nick,
Yep.
who
Shout out
is
DJ
a
Nick.
dance DJ and a part of the Marino Infantry.
Fact.
And then producer as well is part of Marino, right?
Yeah, so it's a 10-track tape. 3 of the tracks was produced by Lord Fubu. He's part of Marino Gang.
Okay.
Shout out to that whole camp or whatever. And then the other 7 joints produced by my man Prano. He's like this young European dude from Amsterdam. But he be making crazy beats. Yeah, like
that's dope.
He flooded my email with the heat. He rolling right now. Swishtape, December 14th.
The beats are dope on that. I complimented that. So when your manager hit me up and he was just like, oh, you know, how do you like the tape? I told him, I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't even make it past track 2. He's like, why? I was like, yo, I was so stuck on Superman. And I just kept putting that shit on repeat. So I'm right. I was like, yo, I didn't listen to the whole tape yet. Yeah. He's like, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm like, no, that's a good thing. And I told him once I did listen to the project in full, I was like, he's dope. Like, you've always been dope. And like the Joe Budden video we put out, I thought that was dope. Your flow's dope. You're unique. You're different. You talk about things, but you're also not out here pretending to be somebody that you're not. So I told him that, and I was like, I fuck with it. So I fuck with it. So I want you to tell me, one, how that relationship started with you and Marino Infantry, and then where your inspiration came from as you were making the Swishtape.
Alright, so the whole Marino Infantry thing, it really started with, I was working on this album called Fountain of Ice that I had dropped last year. I had ASAP on one of the records. It was called OK. So I mean, that was just a straight business move. It was no like, I wasn't in with nobody. Like, it was just a straight email, reach out, we set it up. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is a banger. You know what I'm saying? It's on iTunes, Spotify, all that. Fountain of Ice, OK. Gotta plug that in there. But So yeah, we did that record, and his DJ, DJ Nick, he be putting out mixtapes like of just like underground shit, you know, some mainstream shit, but he puts out like fire like underground mixtapes, like it kind of brings that like that pit vibe back. You know? So he was doing that, and when we put out the record with Ant, we decided we might as well link with this dude and get the record on his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Just to spread it out as much as we can, because we was already working it on SoundCloud, you know, everywhere else. So that's how that play really came about. When he reached back out to us and said that he was rocking with the music. So, you know, it's just been it's a organic, you know what I'm saying, chemistry ever since, which is why I was only right to throw him on this tape.
I like that. That's a good look. So where did your inspiration come from when you were putting the Swishtape together?
So the inspiration really came from one day I get a random DM on IG from, it happened to be the homie Pronto. I ain't know him at the time.
Okay.
So he hits me up, he's like, yo, this shit is fire. I want to send you some beats. I mean, and me, I'm open to listen to anybody's beats, because you never know like who has that next sound. You know what I mean? So I slid him the email, sent the joints through, you feel me? And I was with my nigga Bad Luck Born at the time. He was at my crib, but I got a little studio set up in there, so he was, you know, in studio mode, smoking and shit. Like, yo, this dude just sent me some beats. He said he from Amsterdam and shit. So my man was like, word, let's check it out. So I play him. The first beat that played, what was the first beat? I think it was the Superman beat, actually. That was the first.
Oh, you produced that shit?
Yeah. That was the first beat that we played, Superman. And that's the homie I got on the record too, just because he was there with me when I was playing the beats that day. Okay. So we was in studio mode, we played the beats, smoking the shit, you know, bullshit. And next thing you know, we banged that record out. Then we did Bigger Belly, the last joint on my tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, so those records that you hear me and him on, like, we was really in the studio chilling. That beat came on and we was just rocking on it. So that's, you're going to hear that chemistry on those type of joints.
Yeah, you do hear the chemistry. Your collaborations seem like you've known them for a while and that you built that.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is your favorite track off of the tape?
Shit. My favorite track, it was Giannis for a little bit. Then it was God for a little bit. But I don't know. Right now, it might be 36.
So you don't have a favorite song, is what you're telling me?
Basically,
it depends on your mood, which one's your favorite.
Basically.
Okay, fuck with that. What are your deepest lyrics on the tape?
Deepest lyrics on
Something
the tape.
that you like felt.
Shit. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Like on those records I just named, like, on God, I said, when you this high, you feel like God. My love is so soft, I go so hard. And I told you right from the start that I chose this life, so I gotta go hard. Like, you feel me? Like,
that was
you feel me? And that's the hook of the record. So it's like, you know, or we could go into Giannis, like it's just me, just, you know what I'm saying, reflecting on these records. Like the shit say, making life decisions. I could have been dead and spent my life in prison. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just all facts. Like,
you're dropping gems when you tape. So it's not just like a turn up, it's like a little bit of everything.
I try to put some medicine in the candy, you feel me?
Shit. Yeah. So, as an artist, what do you believe is the hardest thing to overcome breaking into the music industry?
Hardest thing to overcome? I would say the hardest thing to overcome part of it is probably like trying not to get caught in that internet microwave cycle. You know what I'm saying? at least for me, like my journey right now is just trying to just stay true to myself and not get caught up in the hype and what's going on and just doing it my own way. You feel me? So I feel like that's probably the hardest thing to do, but the best thing that you can do as an artist is to just go at your own pace and, you know, run at your own stride.
So how do you overcome that? You feel me? Like, cause you told me not gonna say what bothers you, but like the hardest thing for you to overcome. What keeps you motivated to keep going on despite of that? I worded that all types of
I mean, for me personally, for one, it's the love of the music. Like, I really love this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, my whole creative process, like, when I first started rapping, I was a real lyrical nigga. Like, my goal was to have the most, like, intricate lyrics. You feel me? I got over that, and I'm like, all right, I'm good at that. What can I do next? You know, like, not to toot my own horn, but that's just how I work. You feel me? It's like, all right, I got that covered. What's next? Next thing you know, 2016, I started making beats. You know what I'm saying? Started making beats, and then I started trying to figure out what's the best flow to put on these beats. Like, you know, like, that's really how I break my shit down. You know what I mean? So, for me, it's just the love of all that, just trying to level up. You feel me?
I like that answer. So the main concept behind the takeoff is we all have, you know, struggles that we go through, and I celebrate growth on the show. Yeah. So what I want you to do is tell me of a story that made you become a better person. Something you went through that almost like made you say fuck it, but you were strong enough to be like, you know what, I got this.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was probably back in 2015. You know what I'm saying? I was going through some things in the house with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Ended up getting kicked out the crib or whatever. You know, and at that time, like, I don't know, it was just kind of like I was in a dark space because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, at that time no one had no regard for, like, you know, like my safety or, you know what I'm saying, my well-being. So it turned me into a whole different, you know what I'm saying, type of person. So, you know what I'm saying, but with that being said, like, I thank God every day because I always say I could have been homeless, I could have been dead in prison. You feel me? Real talk. Like, from that point on, my life could have went so many different routes, but I made sure that shit didn't affect my music. You know what I'm saying? I kept, you know what I'm saying, I kept on pace with my releases and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I just took the lemons and made lemonade. You feel me?
What was the lesson, do you feel like, behind all of that?
The lesson.
Yeah, what did you learn from it?
The lesson was that at the end of the day, only you got you. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to have people to depend on, but at the end of the day, you don't want to operate like you got people to depend on.
You gotta be able to depend on yourself, because that's the only way that you can truly make moves as a boss.
Yeah, I mean, be grateful for anybody who wants to help. You know what I'm saying? Always be grateful for that, but just be prepared just in case that help ain't there. You know?
So, before we sign out, I want you to name some of your achievements. I know you've had blog posts up on Hot New Hip Hop, Hot 97.
Yeah, Hot New Hip Hop, Hot 97, Two Dope Boys, Respect Magazine, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? The Source. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just did a show this past Monday. I was up in Philly for the Trap Tsunami Sound Gallery show. December 19th, I'm gonna be at SOB's with Thousand Band Fawny, you know, so it's gonna be lit because I'm gonna be performing joints off my tape. So, because that shit's dropping December 14th, Swishtape. So,
are you performing at South by Southwest this year as well?
Yeah, more than likely.
I heard you killed the last one.
Yeah, that shit's fun, yo. Like,
I bet.
Austin, Texas, their slogan is like keep Austin weird, like.
Oh.
So that's how you know it's lit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Like, I hopped on the bus and seen that shit one day. Like, she said, keep Austin weird or some shit. Fuck with Austin now. It's like.
I mean, I gotta go to Texas now. That's what that's about. So, what would you want your legacy to be? What would you want to leave your mark as in the music game?
I mean, I just want my legacy to be quality music. That's my thing. Like quality music, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's some real like gutter shit. You feel me? Like it's never gonna be no bubblegum pop record shit. It's gonna be some real gutter shit, but it's gonna be quality music, fire beats, fire lyrics, fire flows, fire delivery. At least that's what I'm aiming for everything.
So before we sign up, I want you to give advice to yourself 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Let's make it 5 because you're young. Let's make it 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Oh, shit. If I had to give myself advice, I would probably say, I think what I would want to say is try not to, I don't know how to word it, yo. My fault.
Word it out.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it the right way. Try not to, like, where I'm trying to go with it is like, what advice I'll give myself is like the social media shit. For the longest time, I just wasn't like really fucking with it like that. Like I don't want to put nobody on Front Street, but like the homie 6ix9ine or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see all the shit online, and you know what I'm saying? You see where that shit leads. You feel me? Like, unfortunately, nobody deserves to be in jail or no shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, because of that, I was real standoffish about the internet. But you know what I'm saying, at some point I did realize like it is a digital age, and you know what I'm saying, you do gotta, you know what I'm saying, give some content to the people. You feel me? Like on some shit like they want to see your come up, they want to see what you're doing. And me, I'm a real introvert and a real like to myself type person. So I think what I would tell myself is to, you know, not be afraid to, you know, branch out, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, you know, kind of like building your base, you know what I'm saying, connecting with your people because they want to see that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't know how to word that shit out.
I got you. So, I need you to shout out your social media and where they could find the Swishtape on the 14th.
Alright, you can follow me everywhere at Retro is Awesome. Everything spelled correctly, none of that bullshit. Retro is Awesome. Swishtape dropping December 14th. You feel me? On iTunes, Apple Music, all that. You can find the shit on retroisawesome.com. Gang.
Amber Lane, out.